So I built Lokki, which is an e-health dashboard for travellers. So it pulls in data from CDC, FOA, Safe Travel, which is the New Zealand agency, and BCA. It forms a topic analysis on each of the alerts and merges them together so you don't end up with duplicates. And then it also pulls in data from certain airlines which were easy enough to do and certain destinations to warn you about delays, that sort of thing as well. So whenever you travel to a new country, one of the things you have to be careful about is vaccinations. So it pulls in data from the American CDC destination search and determines based on the user's profile whether or not they're going to need a particular vaccination. Any vaccinations for a country which haven't been seen before, they'll show up a warning, and as the holiday gets closer and closer, it'll remind you again, unless you hit don't remind me again. And then it'll keep doing that until you confirm that you have received the vaccinations you require. So one of the other things you want to be careful about is travel risk, especially when you're going to a certain country. So there's no single scale for calculating risk of travel. There's no scale between the different organisations as well. So what Lokki does is it pulls in data from the CDC, user's own reports, the user's profile, depending on how they've weighted it, vaccination requirements and FOA alerts, and determines whether or not a country is low, high risk on a scale of 0 to 100. And then if it's particularly high risk, it will show a big red warning, saying you probably shouldn't go there at this time. It also then pulls in related tweets on particular topics associated with medicine, and then filtered according to active CDC alerts to pull in stuff that's just specific to that country and to any medical issues at the moment. So this one for Sierra Leone, which is pulled in Ebola. Right, so then also scrapes Google News and pulls in any alerts from Google News and merges these with the CDC reports to provide medical information as well as dates and trending topics for each of these reports. It will then also pull in from FOA and BCA the emergency contacts for consul generals and the embassies, and provide you with their out-of-hours emergency contact number as well as their standard 9 to 5 contact for non-emergencies. This is what the dashboard looks like. I've just got a screenshot there in case my demo doesn't actually work, but I'll put up my demo in a second. So it's pulled in the vaccination alerts, weather map, the important news. At the moment, there's news about current events, travel risk, and the travel alerts. There's no active travel alerts. So if I pick one that's got an active travel alert, like Iraq.
Really?
So that has an alert from the CDC, an alert from BCA, and then if you click on these links, you can find out more about each of the alerts from BCA. So there we go. That's perfect, actually. Any questions?